Hello, and welcome to the Sassy Farm. So, for those of you who don't know, I am an urban gardener in an apartment, and I grow in my front and backyard. So, today we are going to be talking about strawberries. So, currently, I only have one strawberry plant, baby. It's already putting out flowers, which is about that time. Now, as you can see, I have multiple different pots already. All these pots right here, these were strawberry plants, but baby, they are no more. They are no more. Last summer, they took a hard hit during that drought, and I just was not doing what I needed to do to maintain them. So what we're gonna do is nurture this baby right here. So it was here, so as you can see, it's dirt here. And what I'm going to do is dig a hole for this to go down into so that we can actually promote extra growth on this baby right here. I'm also going to see if it's multiple plants here and what we're going to do, because it has runners. So last year I was struggling with runners because this was my first time having a strawberry plant that actually ran. And as you can see, they dried up and just died. And so I didn't really know what to do as far as the propagation is concerned of it. And so I know what to do now, and so that's what we're going to focus on this year. So this is going to be my one and only. I thought about actually buying new starts, but I said, baby, not this year. I'm pregnant, and it's just, I'm not doing too much. And I don't want to babysit strawberry plants this year. So I'm just going to focus on maintaining this one. This one will actually be a second year. It's an Ozark Beauty. So if you remember from last year when I grew them from starts and I, maintained them as best way as I could. And as you can see, 1 out of the 10 plants I think I had survived. So thank God for that. We're just going to work with what we got, and we're going to put it in the ground. And my hope and prayer is that it runs along this mulch and produces babies, and then we're going to take them in the house, put them in water, let them root, put them back outside. So that is our goal for this year. So let's go ahead and dig this hole and get this plant in it. So I'm actually going to check the plant to see how deep the roots actually go, to see how far I have to dig my hole. And they go all the way to the bottom for the most part. So I'm gonna try to dig as deep as that root ball. Alright, so as I was digging, I found some roots. So I'm just going to take those off. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is a soil pH test, because I want to make sure that my strawberries have the best growing condition, and they like to grow in a 5.5 to 6.5 pH soil. So let's go ahead and get a test done to see where we at already. Alright, so I'm going to be using the Rapid Test soil test kit from Lester Leaf, and I'm going to use this green compartment right here. Alright, so the first step is I'm going to get some soil in here to go to this fill line right here. And when you do this, you want to get it from about 4 to 6 inches from where you were digging or where you're going to be planting your plant. Keep filling it up too high. It's too little by that, I don't see. Alright, there we go. And I'm going to fill the rest up to here with some distilled water. So you did both sheets?
Yes.
Now hold that cup up for me, sugar.
This one?
Mm-hmm. There we go. So now I'm going to take this green capsule, open it up into this compartment. So that didn't go as planned, but we're gonna try to get as much as we can in there. Jesus. We're gonna see how it turns out, because that was not supposed to happen. But let me shake it up and see, because I might just have to put another one in there. So we're gonna shake it and see what it tells us. gonna tell as much of anything because we only got like half of the powder in. I might have to start over. Just let it sit for a minute. And then I saw it's already red clay, so it's gonna be hard to view it. I'm gonna just go ahead and start over. One moment. All right, so we got there. We did it. So we're just gonna shake it up. And then let it sit for a minute. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so here we are. After starting over and letting it sit for a minute. So I'm a little weary because it is clay, so it's already that reddish orangish color. But it didn't turn any of the colors. So I'm thinking that it's still gonna test or give us the results. So it did kind of change to a shade of orange. So I'm thinking it's between very acidic 4.5 and a very acidic 5.0. So I'm thinking I'm going to add a little lime, about a half a cup of lime. Don't want to do a half. I might do a fourth a cup of lime in there and kind of mix it in with the soil and then try to bring that pH up just a tad. Alright, so I have some lime in this cup, and I'm going to just come over to my hole and kind of just sprinkle it a little, like so. And then we're going to put our plant in. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is just cut off the old runners. So we do have a couple plants. We have one right here. It just popped right up. And then it looks like this whole one. Yeah, just this one. Alright, so there we go. Got it situated in there. So now I'm gonna backfill it with some dirt. And I'm getting ate up by these ants. They were living in a pot with my strawberry plants. That's one of the drawbacks of growing in pots where I am, because it's always going to be an ant hill or ant colony moving in and taking use of the free dirt, so to speak, and making it their own. That's it. Going back to your work. Alright, so there we go. So I'm going to take this inside, put in some water, and let it grow some more roots. Alright, so what I want to do, now that we got it situated, is put this mulch around it. But first I want to fertilize. So I'm going to fertilize with some compost tea and some banana water. So the compost tea is rich in nitrogen, so it's going to help with leaf growth, root development, and a little bit of fruit protection, because it does have banana peels in it. And then, or it was made with banana peels. And then I'm going to come in with banana water because I want to promote some more fruit growth. So let's get that. I have my 2-gallon watering can here. And what I'm going to do is a cup of banana water in here. And then I'm going to do a cup of the compost tea. Alright, so here's our compost tea. And just mix that up real well. I'm going to burn a stick. There we go. And I'm gonna water this in. Some time to soak into the ground. Alright, that should be good there. And there we go. So our strawberry baby is in her new home, and we're gonna call her Big Red because she withstood the test of time. She lasted all year. She didn't even die back, and here she is already producing strawberries for us. So we're gonna put this piece in water, and I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and pour some water in this little pour some of this solution in here so that I can help promote the growth a little faster with this right here. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to use this little mouthwash cup. I have the solution in there. It's hard to see. And then what I'm going to do is take off the strawberries that are trying to form. And then I'm going to just put this in so that the roots are touching the water. And then we're going to take it inside so I can focus on growing. Alright, and that's it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was informative, and I hope you come back for more so that we can keep you updated on our strawberry plant. Alright, happy growing.